And now, to a more serious topic. On the struggle, we love nothing more than to have a good laugh. But staying upbeat can be difficult when, as a society, we are forced into apathy over the regular, preventable deaths of innocent people. The past few weeks have been somber for much of the United States as it comes to grips with more mass murder.
Outrage, sadness, grief, and anger, and raw numbness are among the emotions our country is wrestling with tonight. Our collective sense of safety strained to the breaking point by two mass shootings in the span of about 13 hours.
More than 20 people were killed when a shooter opened fire in a supermarket in El Paso, Texas. And before the world could come to grips with that atrocity, hours later, another 10 people were shot dead in downtown Dayton, Ohio. America might be a long way away geographically, but it's not easy to see a country so culturally close to Australia endure such senseless violence so regularly. To see just how Australians are feeling about this, we go now to our Boomer correspondent, Ian Silverspoon.
Thanks, Tavleen. Yes, more tragedy in the US. Thoughts and prayers are getting sent out again as leaders and citizens alike search for any kind of practical decision that might actually have a chance of getting implemented. Politicians say it's the fault of Call of Duty, which I previously thought was only responsible for boosts in sales of Mother energy drinks and the 13-year-olds that yell at me on the bus. It's become an unfortunately repeating headline that gun violence shakes America. Somehow, the trauma has seeped into the normality. This year, there's been more mass shootings in America than there's been days. And this leaves Australia in an interesting position. We had a single incident and it sparked change. It hasn't completely avoided mass shootings, but we've come pretty close. We saw an issue that needed fixing and we brought out swift, far-reaching and actually pretty impressive gun control. But as a country, we're always happy to get up on our high horse whenever there's issues like these. We shake our heads and throw up our hands, baffled at how easy it seems to be to fix. How can they not see this in their culture? How can they not see what it's doing, what needs to be done? And maybe it's fair. Australia should be proud of gun control laws that have almost entirely avoided any mass shootings. It makes us as a country feel glad to live here, feel safe, and it should. You can't walk into Woolies and buy an assault rifle, and that's exactly the way it should be. But a lot of us aren't free from danger. Here, you're probably not going to be killed by a lone gunman in a supermarket or a school. But in Australia, if you're a woman, you're far more likely to be killed in a city street, or walking back from a night out, or in your own home. You're more likely to be killed by a partner, someone you know. We know of at least 30 women that have been violently killed in Australia this year. That's 30 lives gone, 30 women, 30 victims, 30 fatalities, all murdered under our very nose. If a foreign terrorist murdered 30 women in Australia, it would make headlines for weeks. We'd roll out the Defence Force to find a culprit, we'd shift overseas forces, yet here we are, Australians killing Australians in our very backyard. Our problem was lone gunmen, and we did a good job of that. But now we have to address a new issue. Not a lone shooter, but the violent man killing his partner. So be damn proud our country is protecting us from violence in schools and in supermarkets, but appreciate it. But you've got to acknowledge that all around us, there are Australians that aren't even safe in their own homes. So get angry about Dayton and get angry about El Paso. Get angry that a country that is modern day and powerful allows its citizens to be murdered in cold blood. But our job isn't finished. There are innocent people right here getting killed every week, and we are doing it to ourselves. We should be fucking furious.